Well, YouTube, many of you requested this, so here it is. I'm guessing all you guys remember this?
This is band Bossy, take one.
Pushy. Stubborn. Stubborn. Pushy. Pushy. Stubborn. Stubborn. Bossy. 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 Bossy.
When I was growing up, I was called bossy.
I think the word bossy is just a squasher.
Being labeled something matters.
By middle school,
Girls are less interested in leadership than boys.
And that's because they worry about being called
Bossy.
We need to tell them it's okay to be ambitious.
we need to help them lean in.
words matter.
So have you ever wondered what would happen if we stopped calling bossy little girls bossy? I think it might go a little like this.
Pretty. Pretty. What the fuck? I'm not some pretty fucking helpless princess in distress. I'm pretty fucking powerful and ready for success. So what is more offensive? A little girl saying fuck or the fucking unequal and sexist way society treats girls and women? It's our future. So listen up, grown-ups. Here's some words more fucked up than the word fuck.
Don't you just love little girls playing princess? Makes me glad I don't have kids. But they have some very important feminist facts to tell us. And we all know how accurate and without fault feminist facts are, don't we?
Pay inequality. Women are paid 23% less than men for the exact same fucking work. And women who graduate university with straight A's get paid as much as men who only got C's. So bad grades equal more bank just because you're a boy? Hello and hell no. Pay up, motherfucker. I shouldn't need a penis to get paid.
Well, let's do a little reality check. First of all, no competent labor economist takes the 23-cent wage gap injustice claim seriously. There was an analysis of more than 50 peer-reviewed papers commissioned by the Department of Labor. What they found is that the so-called wage gap is mostly, perhaps entirely, an artifact of the different choices men and women make, different fields of study, different professions, different balances between home and work. Now, wage gap activists will argue that even when you control for relevant variables, women still earn less. Well, it always turns out they omit one or two crucial variables. So why play this game?
Rape and violence. Fucked up fact. 1 out of every 5 women will be sexually assaulted or raped by a man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one of us will it be? So how many more women have to get knocked down before society stands up and stops it? Here's a hot tip. Stop telling girls how to dress and start teaching boys not to fucking rape. We're glad a women's right to vote is fair, but equality's next step is walking to the car without fear.
The 1 in 5 rape figure comes from the National Intimate Partner and Sexual Violence Survey, released in 2011 by the Centers for Disease Control. Now, newspapers everywhere carried the alarming news. The CDC survey reported that in the United States in 2010, approximately 1.3 million women were raped and an additional 12.7 million women and men were victims of sexual violence. Now, former Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius hailed the report for giving what she called a clear picture of sexual violence in the United States. But was it a clear picture? First of all, the agency's figures are wildly at odds with the official crime statistics. The Justice Department's annual crime survey, which is the gold standard in crime research, it reports that there were about 188,000 rapes and sexual assaults in 2010. Where did the CDC find more than 1 million and nearly 14 million victims of sexual violence that professional criminologists somehow overlooked? It found them by using a poorly constructed telephone survey with a low response rate and a non-representative sample of respondents. No one interviewed was asked if they had been raped or sexually assaulted. Instead of such straightforward questions, the CDC determined whether the responses indicated sexual violation. Now, 61.5% of the women the CDC projected as rape victims in 2010 experienced what the CDC called quote, alcohol and drug-facilitated penetration. Now, what does that mean? I mean, if a woman was unconscious or incapacitated, then every civilized person would call it rape. But what about sex while inebriated? I mean, few people would say that intoxicated sex alone constitutes rape. Indeed, a non-trivial percentage of all customary sexual intimacy, including marital sex, probably falls under that definition. In short, by using a non-representative sample and vaguely worded questions, the CDC yielded the 1 in 5 lifetime rate and the 1.3 million female rape victims per year. Now, how did the CDC come up with nearly 13 million female and male victims of sexual violence other than rape in 2010? Participants were asked if they had ever had sex because someone pressured them by telling you lies. Did you ever have sex because someone made promises about the future they knew were untrue? Or did someone ever pressure you into sex by showing you they were unhappy? Any affirmative answer to these questions counted as sexual violence.
Be pretty. So here's the tricky thing. Pretty, it's a compliment. But here's how this focus works to girls' detriment. Society teaching girls that our bodies, boobs and butts, are more important than our brains leads us to thinking our worth comes from our waistlines. My aspirations in life should not be worrying about the shape of my ass. So fuck focusing on how I look and give me a book.
Today, girls earn 44% of college math degrees, 48% of chemistry degrees, and 61% of biology degrees. But why allow some inconvenient fact to get in the way of a powerful, shortchanged girl narrative? The message is clear. We are crushing our daughters by insisting they be pretty and ladylike. Well, again, there's a problem. Girls are thriving in science fairs. I mean, in many states, including Massachusetts and Connecticut, they now outnumber boys at these fairs. They are approaching parity with boys at the prestigious Intel Fair. And look what happened when Google launched its first ever science fair. Throughout the video and in website materials, conventional girl culture, princesses, dollhouses, makeup, pretty clothes, it's shown as an obstacle to girls' science careers. Now that's a terrible message, because girls can be girly as well as smart, ambitious, and formidable scientists. So my advice to parents, expose your daughter to a wide range of activities and career paths, and allow her to pursue fields that truly interest her. And let her know that she can be both pretty and pretty brilliant.
And here we see the two branches of feminism, one being the popular vacuous victimhood cultism, which perpetuates the men are victimizers, women are victims ideology.
Here's a hot tip. Stop telling girls how to dress and start teaching boys not to fucking rape.
And the other branch, actually being about facts and equality. Unfortunately, most feminists I ever come across much prefer the vacuous victimhood cult, which perpetuates that males are the problem, the only problem it would seem, as opposed to the actual gender egalitarians, who are a rare breed indeed. But the campaign with the petulant swearing princesses must have been for a good cause, right? I mean, feminists wouldn't choose kids for, I don't know, say, something like selling t-shirts, right?
The continued sexism, girls and women's stale face. Instead of cleaning these girls' mouths out with soap, maybe society should clean up its act. This is what a feminist looks like. Girls just want to have fun, demental rights. $5 from each shirt goes to kick-ass charities that are fighting every day to make the world more equal for women and girls.
Oh, I get it now. It's just an advertising campaign, using feminist mythology and uber-empowered swearing little girls to get media attention and make some cash.
Pay up, motherfucker! I shouldn't need a penis to get paid.
I noticed that they were missing some t-shirts that should have been in their selection, so I decided to help them out a bit. Here is Bane's addition to the fuck-hate range of feminist t-shirts. Enjoy.
I'm gonna show you a good side. You're gonna like this.
Yo, bro, when you tell a boy it's bad to act like a girl, it's because you think it's bad to be a girl.
Fuck that sexist shit. Fuckhate.com. Swear jar. I don't give a fuck.